Remington pole saw, electric pole saw. I think this is model RM1015P. It's supposed to be able to reach 15 feet from the ground. I've got some low branches and some smaller limbs that I want to trim. $89 at Ace as of September 2012. So we'll see how this goes. 8 amp motor, 10-inch bar and chain, and some limbs to trim. Just slid out of the box. Instructions, a pole, and the saw. I have another electric chainsaw that I've had for years, and for the work that I do around the house, it's been perfect. This one's actually a little bit larger than that other one, and this, I believe, can also be used separate from the pole. The way the pole attaches to the saw is pretty slick. You push the release lock for the trigger for the saw, the button comes up, and then the pole just slides into it. I'll take a couple stills because I can't hold this at the same time. It just goes through, this goes on, and then just bolts down. And that's, of course, in the off position. You push the button down here, pull this up, and then it just slides over the handle. The way the extension works, this is just like on a tripod. Flip that up, and then extend the inside pole up or down. The extension cord plugs in here. Then there's a switch at the base that closes the circuit, so the saw comes on. Measured from about the end of that chain, about the end of the guide bar, to where the handle is about 9.5 feet. And it does have some weight to it, a little bit more than I thought, but it's manageable. A lot of that weight, of course, will be on the limb or the branch that you're working on. Just be aware when it starts to cut, that weight's going to come back on you. And then holding it at about the 5-foot level, 5 or 6 foot level, will get you up close to that 15 that they advertise. Plugged in at the base, then the saw is plugged in at the top of that extension arm. Trigger's down on this side, release is on this side, release in, button pulled, and you're good to go. The chain was tightened at the factory, so there was no tensioning required at this point. Okay, this will be the first cut. Haven't used this yet. Let's see how this goes. I'm impressed. This is a very strong saw, either attached to the pole or used on its own. Been out here for about an hour, hour and a half, working on a lot of different areas. This is all opened up wide. I got up to where you can see some of the cuts there, and then totally opened up the side of the house. That was pretty thick in there. Really good job. I've used it about a quarter of the time on its own without the pole, and no struggles. Really sharp. There's my pile. There's the saw just on its own. And this was totally covered about a half an hour ago. Impressed. Thanks for watching.